The industry's in trouble. Could Danger Boy save the whole thing? Hey everybody, Walty Wanders. Buckle up, strap in. Who's ready to do a little whistle blowing? Welcome to Walty's Whistle Blowing Studio. If you're new, please subscribe. Subscribe yesterday. Never been a more important time in moto history to get centered, surrounded with like-minded moto people. We need to save the industry, my friends. And speaking of which, Danger Boy. Danger Boy might be our only hope. I shouldn't say our only hope, but our currently like a possible hope to save the industry. I'm going to explain a little bit why. But before I do, I want to set this up just a little bit further. Danger Boy came in with a little bit, no fault of his own. This is a quality problem, right? Today's problems are yesterday's dreams. He came up with a little bit of a silver spoon in his mouth. He never dirtbagged it a day in his life. He doesn't know what it's like to race out of the back of a pickup truck with an easy up and have, you know, dad out there wrenching on the bikes. Brian DEEGAN, the general of the militia, capitalized back when moto was hardcore. Moto is now soft and watered down, very much a manipulated, manufactured, Wall Street entered moto social media saturated industry where advertisers are just all over the thing. And because the body itself continues to squash anybody with a personality.
You have to fit into a mold and be a good little moto soldier.
We've always had that. Even back in my days with XXX, even Motostar itself, which was designed to be a squeaky clean brand. We got blocked all over the place, even with squeaky clean Motostar. I wasn't super squeaky clean. We had cool t-shirts like, you just got smoked, or I smoked you, or whiskey throttle, whatever. We had a lot of cool stuff, but the reality is this. This is what we need now, is somebody to come along and be able to shake up the industry a little bit and bring some of that core hardcoreness back. And so even though I gave Danger a pretty big hazing as he came in, only because I believe as for a lot of us that have fought and clawed and fought our way in to the industry and really, you know, had to scrap and get our hands dirty doing it. Sometimes when somebody gets ushered in that's clearly living in a mansion, flying around in semi-trucks, and has never had to kind of live on that, we tend to target them. And that's not to say anything about them if it's right or if it's wrong. It's just human nature. And I didn't necessarily attack Danger Boy in a malicious way. I was just kind of basically saying a lot of things that people may have thought, but nobody in the industry was willing to say behind the camera. And I believe they did usher him in a little early. I think that their camp alone would have said, yeah, we could have sat him out for another year. It probably wouldn't have hurt. It was a little bit of a gamble. Now, he got through his hazing. He proved to me, because when he came in, it didn't look good at first. It looked like, yeah, it was a mistake. But now here he is in a points fight for the possible championship in his rookie season. But here's why it's so important. This is why. See, even though DEEGAN and his dad came up as a bad boy of the sport, he's got a little bad boy in him. There's gonna always, and even though I believe that God, country, family is what that family stands for, and ultra respect, because that's the same thing here at my camp, and I know many of yours. He still has some, and just like me, I still have, and so do you, we still have some rebelliousness in us. If you ride a moto, and if you've come up through moto, if you're a little kid that's just coming up now, getting started on an electric bike, you're probably entering a watered down cookie cutter industry that's going to be nothing like it looked like in the past, unless we get some kind of reset. I personally think you cannot replace the combustion engine. I mean, I would think it would just be ridiculous, like a soundless motorcycle. The sound and the smell and the pyro and the hype of moto is just part of it. Fits in. It's like it's part of the fabric of moto itself. So to remove one of those elements would be catastrophic. And I think they're headed in that direction, which is very sad. Many levels. But I think Danger Boy, what I believe he could potentially save the industry is because we've always needed kind of a dark knight out there. And I don't think he's willing to go just the down and dirty, like jerk rider out there, like we've seen in the past with maybe some J-Laws or One Punch Evans or some of these other guys that were really kind of big-time bad boys. And mad respect to those dudes because I believe we needed them out there. I'm just saying I don't think Danger goes that direction. I mean, he's now living in the corporate world because he's on a big, major manufacturer and factory team. He's got to have to read between the lines, look between the cracks, and walk the walk. He's going to have to play in the corporate environment. But if the industry is smart, which clearly they're smart enough to understand, Danger Boy, they like Danger Boy because he's an internet sensation. His name's Dangerous.
I like his dangerous name. I think that's kind of cool, but he better be, that's what
you're getting out of the brass, the higher-ups, the Wall Street, the people that don't ride but that tell you how you should ride. That's what you're getting out of them. But Danger Boy, what I believe we need for what? I was proud because I'm proud to be an American. He's an American kid. He's an American kid, and we don't want the Euro takeover. And while we dig the Euros being here, mad respect for the riding style of the Euros, and we always pull from them. It's a big melting pot moto. But this is America. So, it's cool to have some Euro guys come over and maybe take a championship here and there, Chad Reed or whoever. But eventually we need the American to come, take it back. That's just the way it is. But I think Danger Boy actually, because he's still being authentic, he's not super scripted. I don't think he can even run with the script. I think he just only knows how to be himself. And I think the Deegans themselves understand what I'm saying. They're like, listen, dude, back in the day. Walty loves back in the day, and so do the Deegans. His dad came up in the Bad Boy Club, okay? He was with Triple X, Militia, and now he's been successful, and he's probably had a kind of a come-to-Jesus moment and changed his life, but he still is part of the fabric of his... You can't change your past. And so that's still part of the fabric of him. He's probably lives a clean lifestyle and a healthy lifestyle and has hardcore values that are sound now. But that's not the way it came up. So his kid is now going to be a hybrid of the new Brian Deegan. Bad Boy passed with a kind of a more sound foundation now. I think we're getting a reincarnation of Brian Deegan in the form of a factory race or something that he never achieved out of Danger Boy. And we're bringing just a little bit of that Triple X Militia vibe. And the industry is probably, the light's probably going on. If not, they're probably someone's going to see this video and go, that dude's right. We need to have kind of a Bad Boy. Now, I hope he doesn't take a page out of Jets and Donuts' page and some higher up Wall Street goes, hey,
Deegans, we want to really make Danger into this kind of good. We want Jet to be the good guy and Danger to be the bad boy. And we think it'd be great. We're going to throw all these resources. Like we
could see this narrative ran with to create an image. Danger, Deegans, if you're listening, please, guys, help me like, comment, and subscribe and share. We really need the Deegans to see this. You can be this guy, but be it because that's who you say you're going to be, not because the industry is having influence on you. If you do your pricing, we don't want to see you selling Danger Donuts next year next to Jets and Donuts. We think that would be I'd rather be happy making less money than miserable making more. Don't just go for the biggest money grab that comes along if you compromise the integrity of what you're trying to accomplish. I believe you have the ability to accomplish some huge things for the sport, to keep it core, to keep it gnarly. But if you sell out at that level, I know we all have to sell out a little bit, but if you sell all the way out, I believe we're going to be in big, big trouble. And final thoughts. I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track, understand the waters we're swimming in now. Dangerous. There's dangerous waters out there. And I think Danger Boys, as much as I might even hate to say it, because I was probably one of his biggest critics in the industry. But I knew bringing him back to, and I doubt if they saw it, they may or may not have seen any of my Danger episodes. I know they understand, you know, my motives are pure. And I'm doing what needs to be done for the greater good of the sport. So I'm not going to, you know, bow down or kiss up to any one rider. And I believe we've done it with integrity and just enough controversy to get these messages to trend a little bit and maybe wake a few people up. But the reality is when Wall Street enters the track, man, we got to make sure that we keep an equilibrium there, a balance. It is the power of the people, and you guys all have a voice, and Walty's going to be here to help you have that and blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video, or find me on Walty Wanderers MX on Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video on your screen. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. I'll see you on the next video.